Hello everyone. I thought I would teach a lesson via video today instead of in front of the classroom, and part of that is because I am not present in two of my classes today, although I am here for one of them. And I wanted to show you this video because you really will not be able to do the assignment without watching this video. Let me turn my camera off because I'm sure that's distracting and you up there. So let me turn that off real quick here. All right, let me talk to you now, and hopefully you're able to listen to my voice. And at any time that you need to see I'm moving my mouse around the little area there, and there should be a red circle. So I'll circle what you need. This video will be short, and then it will show you that there is an assignment coming out for you that you will do at the end. This is called author's purpose. The author's purpose is something that they ask about on M-STEP and NWEA style testing. And I want to sort of show you the 5 flavors of author's purpose pie. That's what they call it. Let's talk about what we mean first. Author's purpose is the reason that an author writes something. A story, a book, a magazine article. Why do they write it? And the question will often ask you, what was the author's purpose, or what was the main purpose of the thing that you just read? Let's look at each ingredient. The five reasons that people write things that will often be the answers in your questions. They were writing to persuade someone. They were writing to inform someone. Then there's 2 E's. They were writing to possibly entertain someone. They were writing possibly to explain something. Or they were writing possibly to describe something. Let's look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it sort of spells pied, but there's 2 E's, and that's just the way that it is. Let's take a look here. It's the best we could do. Sometimes the thing that you read in school is written to persuade someone, to convince the reader of something. Look at the little example. Vanilla cake is better than chocolate cake. If you wrote that, or maybe you write chocolate cake is better than vanilla, then you are trying to persuade someone to agree with you. That's what persuade means. Sometimes the author's purpose is to inform. Sometimes the author just wants to give the reader basic facts and information about a topic. E. Entertain. Sometimes the author wants to write something like a story that the person will just like to read. So sometimes there is no real big purpose other than I want people to like. Now, that word entertain means for someone to enjoy, for someone to like. Sometimes we read things and just because they want us to read them because they're fun to read. So if an author writes to entertain, it's because they want them to have fun with it. Sometimes the author's purpose is the other E, explain. Sometimes they want to just show the reader or explain to the reader how something works. And then we have that D, which is right here, describe. Sometimes the author's purpose is to really paint a picture that describes what a person, place, or thing is like. They could write a detailed essay describing their, vacation location or a pet that they have. Why don't we take a look at an example? Let's read this briefly, and you can follow my red circle. See if you can guess before I reach the end, what is the author's purpose for this? And there are those choices: persuade, inform, entertain, explain, describe. Let me get rid of that. Okay, listen and guess in your head. Children in middle school should really participate in a PE class every day for several reasons. First, many children today go home after school and play video games or watch TV. Physical education class may be the only time of day that some children are physically active. Another reason schools should provide a daily PE class is that many children eat too much junk food, and need to burn off excess calories. And finally, research shows that students who are more physically active perform better at school. Physical activity improves your focus and concentration in the classroom. We need to change our schools' schedules so that children have PE each and every day. Okay, so ask yourself right now, which of those 5 was the author's purpose? Why did the author write that little paragraph about PE, gym class, whatever you want to call it? Now, they were either trying to persuade someone to agree with them, inform them, entertain them, explain something to them, or describe. Now, I'm going to show you the answer because this isn't part of the assignment. See, hopefully you have a guess in your head here. I don't know what you're thinking. It's persuade. Let's take it a step further. How is the author trying to persuade the reader? Well, we can answer it like this. The author is trying to persuade the reader to agree that students should participate in PE class every day. And he gave a bunch of reasons like, getting more exercise and eating too much junk food and not having exercise after school or whatever the other reasons were. Okay? So in your assignment today, you will have to read some short passages, just about like the one you just saw. And you will have to determine whether they are persuade, inform, entertain, explain, or describe. Now, what I want to do right now is a couple other things here. Let me just pause my video for one moment. I'm back. You probably didn't know, but I just paused the video for, a couple minutes, and now I'm back and I want to show you the assignment. The first thing I want to tell you today is that there are 2 assignments, but you only have to do 1, and you will only see the one that's for you. It will either be called Author's Purpose Level B or Author's Purpose Level A. Mr. Franz, what is the difference? I'm going to go ahead and tell you that Author's Purpose Level A is a little bit shorter, and here's the thing. I want to talk about Level B then, which is obviously a little bit longer. It has a few more on the bottom. If you get Level B and you think it's so unfair, you're so mad that you have to do more. First of all, I gave you Level B to challenge you because I think you can do it. So, however, Mr. Franz, I am upset that you gave me the Level B one when that's the harder one. It's got more to do. Then I'll tell you what I'll do. If you truly are furious, I heard a student about a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago say, this is unfair. I have to do more than, some other student, right? If you're mad about Level B, then you only have to do the first 6 slides, which is the same as Level A. However, I would like you to do more if you were assigned the Level B. And you know what? You have to decide. Can you handle the challenge? If you can't handle it, sorry. Now, I will tell you, if you received Level A and you wanted the other one that was harder, I can't do that because I'm not there. So I would do it, but I'm not there. Okay. If you stopped paying attention a minute ago, you need to pay attention because I'm going to show you how to do the first part of the assignment. It says read the passage, identify the author's purpose, and then move the pie. Look at the different pies. Persuade, inform, explain, entertain, describe. Move the correct pie to the right spot. Look at number 1. I'm going to do number 1 right now. By the way, this will be a free answer when you get to your assignment. Number 1. There's number 1 and number 2. I'll do number 1. Just the thought of the apple pie makes my heart skip a beat. When I see the brown flaky crust, I begin to drool. The smell of the baked apples and cinnamon is one of the most comforting scents in the world. When I sink my teeth, yes, I'm reading fast, into a slice of warm apple pie, all my troubles melt away. The sweet, soothing taste of a treat. For my taste buds, I would eat a piece of apple pie every day if I could. They're not persuading. I feel like they're a little bit informing, but they're not really informing, are they? You know what they're doing? They're describing the apple pie. So I'm going to move describe over to there. Oops, I'm sorry, into there. Not down here, guys. My fault. Okay. And down here, I'm going to answer. The author was describing the apple pie. Now, had you picked inform and you had given me a good explanation, I probably would have given you credit. If you had said persuade, I would not give you credit because there's nothing in there. He's not saying you ought to have a pie or a piece of pie, whatever. Now, number 2 through 10, you'll need to do. It's put the pie. Let me undo this, by the way. I don't want it to show up on your assignment. You will have to do number 1, even though I just did it for you. You'll just have to copy my answer, is what I'm saying. 1, 2, 3. Now, some of you will have a few more at the end. Okay? And you can read what they write, and some of them are A, B, C, D. If you're really mad about level B because it's harder or longer or whatever, then I don't know what to tell you. I guess you don't have to do it. Don't get all mad at me. It's not worth getting upset that you were challenged. The teacher just thought that you're maybe based on your reading level or whatever, you could handle it. If you're really that upset about it, then I guess you don't have to do it that way. Okay, so now that you've listened to my video, and I hope you listened to my video, you may go and do the author's purpose level A or B assignment that you were assigned. Thank you so much. I hope that if you're in a class period where I'm not there today, have a really good day. And I think that I hope that you guys will do good. I'll be there Friday to